What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Butters back at it again with another video, and today we got a patch note review version 1.13. Big thing about this patch is new hero Adele. She's a support engage player kind of champ. It's melee physical damage. She has, if you play Smite, this ability reminds me of Tsukiyomi, where she does some damage around her and then slams it in front of her, dealing true damage, along with gaining movement speed and mesmerizing. So this ability has so much going for it, bro. Also, this whole character's kit deals true damage, so it's pretty cool. She's got another ability where she equips her shield. She gets rots, it looks like, damage reduction, and she attaches vines to people that deal damage. So if you're coming from Smite, this is kind of like Osiris, except it's not a stun, it's just damage per second, true damage. And then this ability, it's kind of funny, the animation, she does like a cowboy animation with her weapon, and she chucks it in front of her, rooting all enemies, and dashing to the enemy furthest away. Once again, dealing true damage. Like, this character, everything about her kit is true damage. It's really cool. If you play League, I think this is like Leona's engage ability, kinda, where you chuck out your weapon and dash to them. So this is a big engage support champ. Very tanky, very annoying, creates space. She's your go button. And her ultimate, she does a leap. This is like Tsukiyomi's caltrops in Smite, where people get dealt damage for walking around in them. It deals true damage. Once again, she's got true damage in her whole kit. It roots enemies and it pulls flying enemies to the ground. So this is like a big lockdown ability. This is gonna be huge for pit fights, or like within a Zarus cage, or a get all, like, or an Acheron pull, dude. Because if Acheron's pulling someone through these thorns, oh, it does so much damage. Augments. She's got pretty cool augments. So this makes her barrier ability apply to allies. This one reduces the cooldown of her root/dash, and then this one is an off lane augment where Adele triggers bonus damage from her passive, and her main ability, the spinning one, gives you more movement speed but no longer messes. Daybreak, newest version, looking great. Everyone's loving the most recent version. I'm gonna skip through it, but you guys get the gist. If you want to see the map, it's a work in progress, and I think it's turning out great, personally. Quests, big W, bro. We love quests. You get dailies, weeklies, and monthlies, each giving their own different rewards here. There's a plushie, bro. Look at this dude. They're making moves. They're partnering with everyone. Yeah, look at this plushie. It's pretty dope. Uncapped affinity. Yeah, dude, this is for the grinders out there. I don't have many heroes ranked 10, but for the people who hardcore grind affinity, I know they're loving this, bro. So W devs for giving people something to grind for. Imagine just seeing a level 99 mastery like character in your lobby. That shit's crazy. Scoreboard. This is taking me some getting used to, but I do love the big numbers, specifically the CS numbers. It's very nice, and easy to compare creep score. And I love the role icons. It makes it so easy, bro. Look at this. The carries are across, supports are across, mid laners, junglers, off laners. It's so clean. I love it. Like, all the stuff, bro. Such good stuff, man. Post-match battles pass screen. Yep, they're making things easier to look at. You can look at your battle pass rewards easier. It's very nice. Very good quality of life stuff. More partnerships, bro. Like, holy shit. Making moves, I swear, man. So you get a referral. You get thrown into a raffle, it looks like, for a gamer chair. Dude, this skin is awesome. I just bought the opal version of this skin. It's so clean, bro. I love this Grux skin. This is like some Demon Hunter, K-pop Demon Hunter shit. I like that. It's pretty clean. Another sort of K-pop Demon Hunter skin for Adele. Very cool. Lots of bundles. You guys can take a look in the shop for those. I'm gonna skip over them. Some secret rares, bro. This is like opening up Pokemon packs or One Piece packs, bro. You got secret rare skins now in the Quantum Cores. I opened 10 of them. Sadly, I haven't gotten one yet, but ooh, I really want one of them golden skins, man. It'd be such a flex, because you can't buy it directly. You have to get it from a core. They also increase the odds of getting things in Quantum Cores. So if you saved up cores like I did, you're up, bro. You are so up for saving your cores. Toxicity reporting, they added more options, so be specific when you're reporting someone. Finally, nerfs and buffs. Akron, I believe he got an overall nerf. Yeah. Which is valid. This character was very impressive. He's still decent. Still does what he does, just less damage. And less health from execute. That's a big thing. Aurora. I believe this is a nerf. Yeah. Just some damage nerfs. Cooldown increases. Deserved. She's a very utility heavy character. Boris. He's also getting nerfed. I think people realize that this character is very strong and stat check heavy throughout the entire early, mid, and late game. Like, you can't fight a Boris if he has his passive fully stacked level 1 invading you, bro. That's very frustrating to go against, so they're nerfing him. Countess buffs. I like this. I don't think Countess has played very much less patch, but I've been playing against Countesses recently in this patch, and every time the Countess pops off, so she might be a very good pickup right now in offlane. Crunch. Ooh. We are so up, boys. Crunch buff. They made his augment more efficient. Rankin, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the fridge, homie. But yeah, dude, his augments, dash increase. Oh my god, bro. And they increase his damage on his Q. And damage increase on his secondary. Ooh. Crunch mains are eating good right now, bro. I love it. Some Drongo changes. Looks like they reduced his healing, so it's a slight nerf on that augment. And then they buffed his boomerang, so maybe boomerang maxing is an option compared to just maxing out the E. I believe they nerfed Eden. Yep, movement speed decrease, power decrease, cooldown increase. So just a nerf for Eden. Hugfits for Gadget. Slight nerf to Greystone. They reduced his armor shred duration along with his healing. Bro, this guy's healing was crazy, bro. His sustain in lane was insane last patch just from his passive. Rightfully so nerfed. Nerf for Grim, Q damage reduction. How he gets a slight buff to his Q, charge time decreased. Kalari is getting a nerf because she runs ranked lobbies currently. She's just a snowball heavy character. She needed to get nerfed. Chimera, his ultimate now correctly goes on cooldown when interrupted. We love it, bro. I think Grux's ultimate still doesn't get canceled. Just because it's such a quick cast time, but you know, I hope they do the same thing for Grux's ultimate. If someone manages to cancel it, it should go on cooldown. Quang. They buffed Quan, bro. They buffed this guy. This champ, so strong right now. Every time I play him or play against him or play with him, you're popping off, top damaging. It's, ooh. Him in the jungle, support, off lane. Heck, even maybe mid, bro. This guy's so strong. Mako. Believe it's some nerfs. Yeah, just some nerfs to Mako. General health. Augment nerfs. Ability nerfs. Ultimate nerfs. Across the board. Doc getting basic attack scaling decrease from 90%. Thank goodness this champ is so strong. They had to tone it down a bit. Muriel, damage decrease, healing decrease, animation speed decreased. So some changes. Overall nerf to Muriel, it looks like. Narb, Narb buff, augment buff, fix a bug. Overall Narbash buff. Look at this, you get some 100% scaling now. If you're going physical Narb, and the slow duration, this is a big one. Narbash's ult, this slow lasts a long time. Very big buff for his ultimate, very good ability. Neon's getting a nerf because people learned how to play her. I remember when this character released and people were like, I don't really like her, but she's OP, bro. So rightfully so, Q gets nerfed, ultimate gets nerfed. FaZe. I believe FaZe got nerfed. Not sure why, but it's just a slight tone down. Rampage. This is good. He still gets so much physical raw power from his E passive. Like, max HP converting to physical damage is so crazy. You gotta make sure this thing's in check. So rightfully so, they're nerfing it. Revenant, this guy, dude, oh my god. He's big. Basically, there was a bug where his crits were dealing less damage than intended. So now that they fixed that, this character hits like a truck. Richter also got buffed, bro. If you were seeing offlane Richters before popping off, you're gonna see it even more now. This character got buffs across the board, baby. More scaling, more range, more everything, bro. Very good champ now. We love it. Sereth is also getting a buff to her augment, more attack speed, and she's getting some cooldown deductions. And I believe she's going to be a bit more tanky, so Sereth's on the up now. Her ultimate damage just decreased a bit, but all the other buffs make up for it. Sparrow, slight nerf. Fair enough. Steel, they're changing his R&B to deal more damage to higher HP targets, but less damage to squishier targets. And this is a great direction to go in. Very good direction to go in. It makes sense, you know, like, you don't want Steel to just be one-shotting squishies, but you also want him to be impactful in terms of hitting objectives and tankier targets. So, very good change. TB buff, bro. This TB character, ooh, I was moving on him, getting triple kills and everything. If you were a TB player, you're even better this patch, man. This character does damage. Just scaling, cooldown, like everything got buffed for this character. Wraith got a little buff, so giving Wraith players a little something something. Uray's getting nerfed, rightfully so. Finally, they're touching this augment. If you weren't running this mana restore augment before, I don't know what you were doing, because this is their most OP one. So slight mana nerf to her, rightfully so. But she's still gonna be really strong in offlane, right? It's ERA. Xeris, also getting a nerf, rightfully so. This character is very strong, just running around with Gaia Greaves, jumping on carries. Zinx getting a buff, so we might see more Zinx gameplay in rank. Overall, just reductions in cooldown and increase in all of her good stats. Crests, I already love this crest, and they're giving it more less cooldown, so big. I love it. People realize Gravitum's a good item against certain characters, so they're gonna balance it out a bit more by matching its cooldown with this one. and reducing the grounded duration to 2 seconds. Obelisk got a big buff, bro. This cooldown. Ooh. I was playing Quan, and I think I got like 40 stacks on this item, and that's a whole magical item, basically. Or like a support one, you know? Like, this is a very good crest right now. I love this healing change to Tempest because it got overshadowed by Winter's Fury. So you get more healing from it. Nerfing Silentium, rightfully so. Alk Rods getting a slight nerf, so it's less of a must build item. And they decreased Dust Devil. Less gold, less stacks. Generally, when a T3 item that's techie gets a gold decrease, it's a buff, because even though it loses some raw stats, you're building this item for its passive, right? So anytime you see something like this on a techie item like Dust Devil, it's a big buff, because that means you get this passive online quicker since you're buying the item cheaper. Equinox getting a nerf, rightfully so. Like, dude, 750 shield, holy. It's still very good, but just slightly toned down. Nuke rounds cheaper, quiver cheaper, scatter shot, nerf, rightfully so. Items oppressive on characters like Eden, so increasing the cooldown helps on the passive. Once again, lots of gold prices. Lots of gold prices dropped. Deathstalker buff as far as pen goes. Fassy nerf, rightfully so. This thing was just a stat item, bro. Like 300 HP, 20 haste, and like 40 something power. It's still a really good item. Citadel buff, I love it. I'm glad they gave this item more health. It needed it. Guy Greaves nerf, deserved, bro. This item was OP. Still is pretty good, but they removed the tenacity and they decreased the jump height and the movement speed. So, pretty substantial nerf. Still gonna be good pickup because movement speed's OP in MOBAs, but yeah, rightfully so nerfed. Muty, cost decreased and mutilate multiplier increased. Ooh. Crunch buff, bro. If you build Muty in your kit, this thing chunks, man. I love it. Tainted nerf, rightfully so. I think tainted items are very strong in this game compared to other MOBAs, so this is a good thing that they're nerfing tainted items. Tyranny buff, bro. Look at this. This item's getting cheap and it's only 50 health loss. Like, you're building this item for the ult taste and the buffs it gives. Like, dude, Muty, Tyranny, and Volcanica getting buffs. Oh, those are 3 crunch items, bro. I love these 3 items already before this, and buffing them to make them cheaper is just so huge for bruiser characters. If you're a character that can build Muty, Tyranny, and Volcanica, do it, bro. These items are so cheap to pick up, and the passives you get from them are so worth it. Look at this, bro. 300 HP and cost decrease just for the cost of 5 power? Come on, bro. It's awesome. Such a good item here. Carapace buff, Astral Cat, you know, cost deduction, Azure Core nerf, Dreambinder buff. Look at this, making it cheaper. Very good for the passive. Buff, slight change. Lifebinder's still good. Bug fix, bro. Yeah, dude, apparently Noxia wasn't doing the right thing, so this item's gonna hurt a lot more now. They fixed it to actually calculate whoever you're hitting max HP damage instead of your own. So this item's gonna be very good against tanks. Orion overall buff, Soulbinder buff. Everything's getting a general decrease in cost reduction pretty much. Tainted item nerf, very good. Tainted items are OP in this game. I love them nerfing them. Once again, cost reductions. I really want to try this character or this item out in off lane more. I feel like it'd be a good pickup on Crunch maybe, or Grux. Devotion looks like a slight change to it. Health decrease, cost decrease. Once again, making everything cheaper. Yep. Cheaper. Slight nerf, but it's cheaper. You guys are seeing a pattern here, aren't you? You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Everything is costing cheaper. Movement speed on Curus, bro. Pretty cool. I love me some movement speed. Fist of Razul, slight change. You get some more damage. However, you're losing minion damage, but you know, 25% extra damage to minions is still big. So it still does what it does. It just has a little more HP scaling. Giant Swing, damage reduction. Ooh, I love this Raiment of Renewal item already before, and now they gave it more health and more tenacity. Ooh, love this item, bro. And then bugs fixes. But yeah, that's it. Let me know if you guys liked this patch notes video from me, or if you thought it helped. I try to make my patch notes videos quick because I see a lot of other videos out there that are really long and detailed, and I know some people don't want to sit through all of that. So this is for the short attention span kings and queens out there, the zoomers, if you will. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.